Last time I attempted the Choro Trek, it nearly turned into an epic disaster.
I think I sunburned my eyes today.
Snow blindness, altitude sickness, and a whole lot of what was I thinking moments. But this time I was ready. Well, kind of. No snow this time, just relentless rain, landslides, and a bridge so sketchy they call it Puente Destroza. That's right, the Destroyer Bridge. And let me tell you, it earned that name.
You can see a far way today and I'm excited, but I'm gonna be wet for 3 days. Took 11 hours to get here. This time I took the bus instead of flying from Cochabamba. But one thing I wanna say is, just because there's no snow today, doesn't mean I'm not wearing my glasses. I am not taking any chances this time. I've got sunscreen on. Let's go.
El Choro Trek starts high in the Andes at around 15,000 feet, then plunges down into the youngest cloud forest. In just 3 days, I'd go from icy peaks to dense jungle. The Incas built this trail centuries ago, and it's still here, mostly.
Cumbre. This is the summit already. I haven't even been hiking an hour and I'm here at the summit. This is 4,800 meters? So this time I am going to descend the 3,900 meters down all the way to Puerto Rico, and you're coming along. The clouds are moving in again. You could see that valley before, but you can't anymore. They're shrouding the valley now again. Can you see that deer or antelope or whatever they have here in Bolivia on the cliffside? I don't think it's a goat. Oh, he's gonna jump down. There he goes. That was special. And there they go down the hill. Thank you, dear. It's Valentine's Day today. I forgot my mission. My mission is to find as many heart-shaped rocks as I can. So here's number 1. And look, right beside it is number 2. So I'm not going to do the Stealth Camping Alliance challenge this month. It's a romantic challenge. I will be camping, but it's not really stealth camping here. There are like designated spots. I realize you guys in the UK, you're not allowed to wild camp. There's steep fines if you do. So I realize that's why the Stealth Camping Alliance exists. They are a tremendous group of folks. They're very welcoming. Hidden Hammock, Steve Wallace, I think, was the founder. Wild Beer, she's like the beast. Camp Like a Boon, that's him with the daft hat. And the train guy, Gravedigger. Tom did a shout out for me last week. Tom in the Tent is who his channel is, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, look them up. Just hashtag Stealth Camping Alliance and you should be able to find a lot of them. I haven't been able to film much in the past hour. It's what, 11:30 now? So I've been hiking for 2.5 hours, and here I am at the river, where the rivers cross the road. So I've got that little switchback where Julian found the bones, and then it's not far to Samanapampa. It's starting to snow a little bit. There's wild horses. This valley is beautiful. Look where I am. I am back at Samanapampa. This is where I spent 3 days. The last time I hiked this trek, this is as far as I got. I went blind because of the snow on the trail, and this time, thank goodness, there was no snow. Plus, I wore my glasses for most of the time. I just like to take them off for filming, but most of the time they were on my head. And yes, it's raining, so all these water drops make it very hard to see. So I probably missed a lot of details. But I'm gonna try and find, I think his name was Yujui and his wife. And I have a little thank you gift for them for taking care of me before, so I'll try and find them. So I found them. Illusio and his wife, I gave them both big hugs and kisses. And I had a handwritten note that I wrote out to them, as well as another bottle of eye drops to replenish their supply, and a quartz. So I wanted to show you, this is the bench that I slept on the first night when I had my tent set up, and then after I went to find somebody for help, and I didn't find anybody, so I came back and I slept on this bench because it was cold and wet. I don't think this is open. No, it's not. We need a key to get in there. But in there is where I slept the next 2 nights. There's a, I wouldn't call it a bed. There's a frame in there and I slept on it. I'm at 3980 meters right here. 3980 meters. So I have descended about 900 meters already, because I started at 4,800. 9. Is that possible? It seems like a lot. 900 meters, and I've got another 2,000 to go. So I'm gonna walk for another 4 hours to Chalampampa, hopefully, and if I'm feeling really good, I will carry on and go to the next one.
One thing about trekking solo is it's just you, the mountains, and your own thoughts. Sometimes that's peaceful, sometimes that's not. So what do you think? Should I keep going or just move in with you and your family? Yeah, fair point. Midway through the first day, I met a group of women collecting firewood with their llamas. We had a quick chat, and I traded my protein bars and bread for some video footage. Totally worth it, until I realized I might have shorted myself on food. I thought I could buy some along the way. Turns out, that was wishful thinking.
Now I'm at the part where it gets real slippery, where there are no plants or texture on the rocks. Like this one is super slippery. It's like ice. I just wiped out. I fell straight on my ass. And I hurt my pride, but I didn't hurt myself. It just sucks because now my pants are wet.
Rain means mud. Mud means slipping. Slipping means, well, I'm just hoping to keep my dignity intact.
It's gonna be a wet 3 days. Oh, this is a complete bog. So I also have been leapfrogging 2 people from Germany, a couple, and it is Valentine's Day, and they did mention they're going to stay at Chalampampa. They don't have a tent, so they are hoping to stay inside the shelter, which I thought about too. I thought maybe I won't bring my tent, but I just like the idea of using my equipment, and so I brought it along. But my point is, I think if I have time, I'm going to go past Chalampampa to the next site, which I think it's at a bend in the river, and it's supposed to be as beautiful, or if not more beautiful than Chalampampa. So I'll see. Oh, now we got switchbacks going down to the river. That's a good sign. But it'll also give my pants a little bit longer to dry out, right? My God, I just wiped out on this. See all those weeds that are pushed up? I pushed them from where they were anchored on the rock. It is super slippery. This time I saved myself with my pole. I did hear a little crack. I don't know, it's carbon fiber. But now I'm expecting that to happen all the time. I'm going around that sketchy area. But look, that's a place what I just stepped on, and there's a rock underneath there. Very slippery. We're also getting into some shrubby area. Look at this beautiful plant. I think it might be a relative of the fuchsia. What do you think? Standing in the mud. Whoa! Oh, you just about witnessed me slip here. Okay, it's that easy. I'm not going fast, I'm not being careless. But yeah, I'm getting some shrub area here. Well, I'm on 11,011 feet, and I looked it up in meters, that's 33, 80 something. That guy saw me coming miles back. Here's a sketchy bridge. Yeah, I'm really getting into the rainforest here. Reminds me of Belize. Whoa. Try not to get your boots wet. And try not to slip. Some of these rocks are really slippery. And they don't tell you which one. This is something I've never seen before. These are wild hydrangeas. They're growing here in the wild in Bolivia, in the mountains. Maybe they aren't in the wild, maybe they are planted. I see lots of foxglove. I see lots of foxglove around this area, but then I look over here and I see the Peruvian lily, and it's beautiful. Check this out. I don't know if I entirely trust this bridge. The suspension bridge. Damn, this is beautiful. Samanapampa. According to my All Trails app, this is site 2. It's a really nice one. And over across the river is site 1. Not so nice. Another few weeks and we'll have fresh strawberries here. So like I said, there are those 2 other people here with me, and I think it's about another hour to the next campsite. It's about 5:15. The sun's gonna set in about 2 hours, but it'll start getting dark. I mean, there's no sun. There's no sun to set, and it's starting to rain again. I will see what they want to do. Oops, there's my tent all set up. I didn't put it river view because it's kind of wet and not even over here. So I set it up in a dry level spot. I got hardly no sleep last night on the bus. It's pretty humbling when your body just starts to fail like this. Like my quads are screaming. My feet even. My feet are, I had to tape them at one town back, and they're starting to form blisters. It can't be because I'm tired, but maybe I'm walking differently because I'm tired. Plus it's all downhill, so I'm like inclining on my feet all the time, and it's tough on them. It's not used to that. It's very similar to that hike I did to Sperry Glacier in Montana, and my knees were the problem that time. My knees hurt. This time, my knees aren't the problem. It's my quads and my feet. So it's good. It's good news and bad news, I guess, right? Because it means my knees aren't prone to injury. But yeah, I just have to take it easy, and I'm going to do some stretching and stuff. The other couple, they're sweet, Hannah and Hasson, and they actually found the 3rd Samanapampa site, so they're going to go up there. I'm set up here. It's going to be a quiet night, I am sure.
First night, Chalampampa. No one actually lived here, so it was just the rain and my rumbling stomach. But at least I had hot chili to keep me company. Spicy, hot, and exactly what I needed. so here I am all ready for bed. I've got my night clothes on. It's just probably going to be the clothes that I wear to hike tomorrow. It's just a tank top and shorts that are clean because I fell a couple times and landed in mud, and so my capri pants or my peg leg pants were not clean, so I just didn't want to wear them inside my tent in my nice quilt. So I changed into my clothes for tomorrow. But overall, today was a good day. Today I felt a little crummy. I really did. First of all, I was exhausted because of the logistics to get here from Cochabamba, and the last time I did it, I flew and then I stayed overnight in La Paz. This time I bussed overnight, and then right as soon as I got to La Paz, I took a trophy to the terminal and came here and started hiking. So that was kind of brutal for me. For my old body, it's kind of exhausting. I'm not young anymore. I forget that sometimes, so things like this need to remind me. But then I saw Eugio and his wife. I met his brother at Samanapampa as well. His brother is the one that takes the registrations there. And by the way, it is 20 Bolivianos to register for this trek. So I did that piece today, but I was happy to see Eugio and his wife again. They were such kind people, are such kind people, so thank you once again if you're watching. I am so grateful for that family here in Samanapampa, and he just didn't think anything of it. He says, I help people. That's what I do. I help people. He told me that when I was blind before. But so today, to get past Samanapampa and to see them again and to accomplish what I did, I got to Chalampampa today, and that's where I wanted to go. Until I met this couple, which they turned out to be super nice, awesome people. I just didn't want to crash their Valentine's Day. I mean, what would you do if they were saying that they wanted to stay at Chalampampa and they're here on Valentine's Day? I mean, but I did know there were 2 sites. I knew there were 3, but I only remembered there were 2. So I looked at the one at the start, that was where the hydrangeas are, and then it didn't look suitable for anything. And then I looked at this one, and then by the time I got here, they had already carried on to Site 3. Site 3 has a picnic table and some areas to sit, as well as a shelter, so that's where they're staying. And all worked out. It all worked out so good. I'm so super pumped about it. And there's no pain in my eyes, touch wood, so far. But I'm going to get a really good night's sleep, I hope. I know already the birds are going to wake me up because one was saying goodnight to me earlier. She was right in the tree up above the tent, and she sounded so pretty. And there's hummingbirds here. I can't wait to show you the jungle of Bolivia. I can't wait to see it. And yeah, so I'll say goodnight for now. See you in the morning. It rained all night, like all night, and in the morning, more rain. But hey, at least I wasn't battling snow this time. Good morning. That was refreshing. I just used the tin from the beans to collect water off the roof, and so I could wash my face and freshen up my hair, not really wash it. But getting down to the river is a little bit of a trek with sandals on. I'd have to put my boots on, and they're a little damp still. Even my sleeping bag was damp from the condensation. And I had the flap open. I had one flap open. I didn't have 2.
but I had one flap open and it even is damp. It is wet here. Everything is wet. Mojado is the Spanish word for wet. I'm just having my coffee and enjoying this view. What a treat to wake up to this morning. I did hear the birds. I haven't seen a bear. And this guy told me it's very rare. There is very few bears here. But he has a few times seen them on the trail. And so I still have hope. I hope to get to Buena Vista today. He said at Buena Vista you can buy cervezas, buy beers. Puedo comprar cervezas. So that will be a nice thing, a nice treat. Plus I have ramen, and what else do I have? Because I gave my protein bars to that woman with the llamas. So I have, I have potatoes left. And I have some ramen, which I will eat these. They're not coming home with me because the more I eat, the less I have to carry. And with my clothes and everything getting a little wet, I'm actually putting on weight. Even eating all my food, I think it's going to be heavier going back because everything's wet and nothing dries out. I've got things hanging out of the rain, but it's just wet. It's 100% humidity here, so nothing can dry. So I will eat the food that I have, and then I don't have to pack it out. But I am packing out all my garbage. Plus I picked up some that has been laying around here. Folks, just remember when you're camping, always pack in what you pack out. Don't leave your garbage here. It's very important to leave no trace. Oh, there's a hummingbird just flew over there. Anyhow, I'm gonna get on with the rest of my day. I'm gonna enjoy my cup of coffee and then pack things up, and then I hope I can get on the trail. I don't even know what time it is, probably 8:30. I hope I can get on the trail by 9. 9:30, all packed up, picked up the garbage. Let's go. This is my first bridge of the day. It's right at Samanapampa. Whoa, it's slippery. I wonder how many years old this is. Oh, nice site to start off with. So 9:30 on the trail. That means I should hit my lunch spot by 1:30, 4 hours. Probably it'll be closer to 2. The way I hike. Stopping to take photos takes a long time. Plus I hike slow. Plus I do have a blister. I taped it yesterday, and I took the tape off last night so it could kind of dry. But it formed a blister instead, and so I'll be going slow because of that. I've got it taped back up, and I've got my Injinji socks on, plus my Smart Wools. So it feels good right now. It won't feel good after 4 hours, I guarantee that. And after the 8-hour day today, but so goes. Now, I'm just taking baby steps on this stuff. I do not want to slip. It's slippery, and it's not slippery everywhere. It's just that one little place. And since I wiped out twice yesterday, it didn't feel good. So I'm gonna take it slow. Look at that massive fern. Very pretty.
Okay, so the Incas didn't account for landslides. Fair enough.
This looks scary. This does not look good. This is the trail. There it is on the other side. Wow. That river looks fierce. I have to get across there somehow too. Oh my. Is this even possible? Is it possible? Jeez. Whoa. It's gonna be muddy. Times like this, I need a GoPro. There's no way I can hold my camera and navigate through this. So I will let you know how it was on the other side. Wish me luck.
Traversing a landslide is one thing. Traversing a landslide with a raging river below, not knowing if the mountain would start moving again while you're crossing, that's next level terrifying.
On the other side. I made it. Whoa.
All the while I was crossing, I had to keep telling myself, this is fine, totally fine. Not at all horrifying.
Oh, so I made it. I'm on the other side. I thought it would take longer. I'm all dirty. My feet, terribly dirty. Yeah. But I don't know. It felt like a while. But it was probably only 5 minutes to get across there. And then I look. I hope I'm on the trail. It's kind of difficult to know because the GPS is a bit off, and there is like maybe 15 feet away from where I was, farther up, there is a level spot where the cliff gave way, and there's a bunch of rocks there. I sure hope that's not the trail. That means I have to go back up there. Oy. I found the river, and according to my map, this is the trail that cuts down to the river and then goes back up a little bit further. And the bridge is, well, maybe the bridge isn't even before Buena Vista. It just comes down to the river here. And this would not be a point where you could get water. I don't believe you could. It's very dangerous. This river is flowing a lot. And you know, last night, we had a lot of rain last night. And in the middle of the night, I felt a shake, like an earthquake. I felt an earthquake before in Mexico, like a mild earthquake. And that's what it felt like. And I'm like, interesting, there's an earthquake here. But I believe that was that cliff letting go. Because there were no other tracks. It seemed like it was really fresh. Like all those trees were still kind of growing. And it would shake the ground a little bit if that cliff let go. I'm thinking that's what it was. With all the rains we've had, that's what it was. I was the first one to cross that. So I'll let the people in Villaloma, or Buena Vista, the next town I come to, I'll let them know. I'll show them the photo. But yeah, the adventure continues. Hello from the Bolivian rainforest. There's epic banana plants and taro and, oh, I don't know what a lot of these things are. Very, very wet. Very wet. Very beautiful. Let's continue. The bromeliads here are absolutely incredible. The colors, spectacular. And I know my phone won't do this justice. I believe this is a red Solomon seal. So these are the berries. This is a blowdown. Those vines grab you, and some are very thorny. I'll try and get through. Another bridge. It's actually getting warm. Ooh, my hat's soaked. I am at Villalobos. It's 1:30. So 1:30, I left at 9:30. 4 hours to Villalobos. Just as the guy at Samanapampa said, not bad. I'm hungry. Se vende Coca-Cola fría, bolos, Tampico, congelado, malta. Woo! I hope they sell. Where is them? There's another one of those hydrangeas. So yeah, I think these are planted. I don't think they grow natively here. Ah, there's that map. Again, yeah, it's the same map that's in, whoa, do you see in the distance the waterfalls? But yeah, this is the same map that was in Samanapampa. This is cute. It's telling you to go to the second house. Villalobos. And those, ¿qué es su nombre?
¿Este lugar?
No, usted.
Víctor.
Victor. Victor makes these for Victor makes these for cultivating potatoes, and he sells them in El Alto. It amazes me that the resilience of these people. They live out here. There is power. I don't know how they get power, but there is power. Probably hydroelectric. And otherwise, not a lot of people, he says, no mucho gentes, so not a lot of people come out here. It's got to be a lonely lifestyle, but at the same time they live here with their family. How cool, how good. So this is a red hot poker, Nifofia, and then we've got roses growing over there. We've got a lily I took a photo of. And dahlias here. Kitty. 2 kitties. Oh, that's pretty. And then this tree, I believe it's a smoke bush. It's been a while. I used to run a garden center in Manitoba, Canada, so that's how I can remember some of these names. What have you every morning wake up to this? Dry my boots out a little. Hi. So, okay, good news and bad news. My boots, my socks are dry at least. One was toasty. You know how it is in Canada when you're snowmobiling and you go to a warming shack and you burn your socks or your boots. Well, yeah, it happened. And this is my only pair of socks. I have one pair of socks, and I mean period. I have one pair, plus my Injinjis, which I don't even consider socks. They're more for just blister prevention, but I own just these socks. Long story, I don't own many things. I just am a minimalist and I don't own a lot, but so the one pair of socks I own is burned. I'll get some alpaca ones, baby, in La Paz. They also don't have food here, so I'm hungry. I have no food. I have something for dinner. I guess I could make my ramen and then walk to Puente Destroza, and I think they have food to buy there, but I can't bank on that, so maybe I'll save my ramen and potatoes and I'll eat when I get to Puente Destroza, which is another 2 hours from here, and that's where I want to camp tonight. So 2 hours more. It's 2:30. I stayed here for an hour talking to the good folks here, and I'll carry on now, and I'll see how the trail is to Puente Destroza. Oh, one thing I should say, this Victor, when I told him about the trail being washed out by Samanapampa, he said, you tell me and I'll go fix it. I guess that's who does it. The people who live here, they maintain this little trail, of course, because it is their method of transportation. So they maintain it. So thank you to the folks who live at Villalobos and Chalampampa and all of these little villages along the trail. They're not even really villages, they're houses. Thank you. So I don't know if you can hear me. I'm going to speak loudly. I'm kind of yelling, but it's because the river is right there. But at Villalobos, where I was, the elevation is 2198, 2200 meters. I camped at Chalampampa, which was 3,000 meters. And the end, Puerto Rico, is 1,700 meters. So I don't have a lot of more elevation descending to go. So it might get easier. It might. It's just beautiful. I'm just so grateful to be able to hike in places like this. Most people never see stuff like this. I feel so grateful that I'm able to do this and that I have the strength, the ability, the determination, because it takes a lot of that to keep going, and I'm grateful.
Meet Puente Lidia, incidentally the name of the hurricane I met in Puerto Vallarta. Lydia's timbers lay lengthwise the weak way, barely held together by metal cables.
Here I go. Hands down, this is the scariest bridge I've ever had to cross. That was scary. All I could do was pray it would hold. It's just basically 6 timbers held by hardly a thing, but look at this. This is what's holding it. So the cable itself, and then this wire, sometimes there's 2, thank goodness. Not a whole lot holding this up. And that the river, and this river is raging. My heart's beating a little bit. That was so scary.
Another bridge down, but the trail had even more surprises for me.
So I guess they have to build bridges and whatever only with the materials that are available. Like, how are they going to get stuff here? There isn't even a motorbike trail here. But yeah, I guess that's why the bridges are the way they are, because that's the materials that are available here. I thought it would just be like a gradual downhill, but I guess we got a lot of ups and downs in this section. So yeah, we did have to ascend again. I'm at 2,300 meters, so it's only about 300 meters that you had to ascend. Not much, it only took about half an hour. And this, I believe, right here is Buena Vista. And so I'm about 15 minutes away from Buena Vista. It's, what, 3:30, 4 o'clock? I am going to carry on, I think, to Sandalini or Bella Vista. There's a few places in between, so I can stop where I want to. I have my potatoes and my ramen, and that's what I'll have for supper, and then I'll bank on buying something tomorrow for food. I'm gonna be hungry, but I have my breakfast. I have my chia seed breakfast. I have coffee. I have everything I need. So as long as there's water, yeah, I'll need some water. I'll be set. And what a Buena Vista it is. You see the river down there? And I don't know, can you see all those waterfalls running down that mountain? Beautiful. So it's 4:34. I'm at Buena Vista. So it is, I think, 3 more hours to Bella Vista. I think 4:30, that's 7:30, so it will be dusk or dark already. The sun sets around 7 here. So I think I'll carry on. I filled up my water at that last waterfall, so I have water, I have some food. I'll carry on. One dead tree. It's for the birds to perch on and look out the valley. See the waterfalls across the valley on the other side of the mountain. I am just in awe of this place. This is beautiful, this place. On the left you can see Buena Vista. That's where I was just an hour ago or so. What is that flower? I'm gonna try and get it down so I can smell it. Let me see. Oh, whoa, look at it. Oh my goodness, I don't know what this is. Orchid, maybe, but no, it's not an orchid. It has no scent. Maybe a little. At first I thought it was an oleander, but I've never seen flowers like this on an oleander. Oh, it has a light fragrance. Pretty. So this is San Francisco. I found it. So it's 5:46. I am at San Francisco, not California, Bolivia, of the El Choro Trek. They say nobody lives here, but there's a lot of buildings for nobody living. And there are chickens. And there's garbage. Hola. Not sure where the campsite is. I don't know if this is just a farm and this is in San Francisco. Let me check my map. This is not San Francisco. This is just, I guess it's just a farm. Yeah, it's just somebody living here. Look. For sure. Look at the view they have. Oh, and those are avocado trees. So up ahead on my map, on all trails anyway, it says that I go down to the bottom of this valley here right now, and then the San Francisco is on the other side of that, of this right here. But there's a Puente Destroza, which means destroyed bridge. So I will see what happens. I might just be setting up camp anywhere tonight.
By night 2, I had a problem. No official campsite, and I was running out of daylight. So I did what any sensible person would do. I made a home out of the side of the trail. 5-star accommodations, if you like sleeping at a 15-degree angle in the puddle.
Okay, I'm all set up here and I'm hungry. Hangry even. I haven't eaten since 8:30 this morning and it's 6:30. And I've hiked a lot since 9:30. So I'm really hungry. I don't even care what I have to eat, but it's ramen and potatoes. That's what I've got. I intended on buying something at Buena Vista or Villa Loma, and neither of those places had any food ready. It doesn't look appetizing, but I'm hungry. All right, I'm in my tent now. I won't go to sleep just yet, but I wanted to kind of get everything cleaned up and put away because I think there might be rain coming. Plus, the mosquitoes are a bit bad here. There's lots of vegetation. We're in the rainforest now, so. But I just wanted to say, like, there's a bit more to trek tomorrow because I didn't make it to Sandalini today. I'm at Puente Colgate today, and tomorrow I will go from Sandalini to Puerto Rico, I hope. I'll catch some breakfast. I'll get up early as I can, and get out of here as early as I can. Catch some breakfast at Sandalini and then figure out things out there. My feet are sore, so I hope I don't have to trek more than like 9-10 hours tomorrow. I did a 9-hour day today and it was 9 hours yesterday. Yeah, so another probably 9 or 10 tomorrow. And then I'm done. I'm done the track in 3 days. So I'm just gonna hang out and have a cup of tea and then I'll say goodnight in a little bit. Well, you can tell you're tired when you fall asleep before 7:30. It's 7:46 right now. It's 7:45. And yeah, I fell asleep. I'm just gonna go back to sleep, I guess, right now. I'll get my sleep clothes on. They're still clean. Although it's a little cold, I might just wear this, take off my jacket. Yeah, that's what I'll do. But yeah, tired. It's been a day. Good morning. I've got that beautiful sunrise behind me. Well, it's not beautiful, but it's beautiful because it's a sunrise. I mean, every day, right? I slept really good. I woke up maybe twice in the night. It started to rain, so I had to close my flaps, my vents. I had them both open last night to see if that would make a difference. And then it started to rain, and the rain was getting in. So I had to close them. Things are damp in there, everything. But then when I woke up, it was about, I don't know, 4 or 5 in the morning, and it wasn't raining, so I opened up both flaps again. I think it did make a difference. I mean, it's supposed to, right? I don't know. I don't really like this tent in wet weather. This is the Z-Pax Soloplex. It's super light. I love it for dry hiking, but when it's wet like this, everything is wet, and it doesn't seem like the sidewalls give you enough ventilation. Even with that, the two ventibules, even with the two vents open in the front. But that's me. If you guys have a different experience with it, or any single wall tent, for that matter, and keeping it dry, I know I keep a cooler cloth. I keep that in the tent at the top, and that actually, it's soaking wet now. So yeah, it does help. It still doesn't make a big difference though. I mean, in wet weather. In dry weather, I can keep things relatively dry in the side there. But in wet weather, I just don't like it. But today I am going to head to the end of the trail. Oh, there's a hummingbird up there. Good morning, hummingbird. I'll head to the end of the trail today. It's a long day. It's about 6:30, so I'll be hiking till, I don't know, 6, 7 tonight, and then I'll catch a shuttle, hopefully from Puerto Rico to La Paz, and then I'll catch the bus from La Paz to Cochabamba. That's my plan. Okay, I'm all packed up. I have cleaned up everything. That's where my tent was. There's nothing left on the ground. I'm all set. It's 6:56. So I should be able to get all the way to Puerto Rico today, and it'll be a good day. But the first thing I gotta do today, remember, is cross that destroyed bridge, or whatever it is, the Puente Destroza. So that's my first task. Okay, here it is. This is the Puente Destroza right here. And yeah, there is no bridge. But there's a trail, and it goes further, further like up. And what Victor from Loa told me was it was más alto. And so I think this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. And hopefully it's not a destroyed bridge the second time.
Just when I thought the worst was over, there was Puente Destroza, the bridge of doom, the destroyer of nerves. The reason my heart rate just spiked.
This is the bridge. Holy crapola.
This bridge could turn me into a human sacrifice. One wrong step and I'd be taking the express route to the bottom of the canyon.
Oh my god. I am shaking. That was scary. Oh my god. That was so scary. Oh, I have to breathe. I am trembling. That was terrifying. At one point my foot got caught on the table and it wouldn't go. There are pieces that are broken. I can't imagine. I was just imagining it snapping while I was on one.
That was character building.
At least it's a big reward like this at the end of it. Oh my god, that was freaking scary. Oh, get a load of this. So, you can see right down there is the little village, and I camped like just here, not too far from that little, it wasn't a village, it was a farm basically with chickens. And up here, right there, I think is Buena Vista. So that's where I went. It's fun to see your path from up above. And then that nasty bridge is somewhere over there. Here, just get a view of this first before I go. Whoa! It's not stable ground here. As long as I don't fall this way. Look at this. This is like so beautiful. Sad it's my last day. So my map says that it's about 30 minutes. That river, whoops, there's a vine. That river I crossed with this really sketchy bridge was the river Pucumari, the Rio Puente Destroza, it says on one of the maps. Every map is different. But that rock where I was just at said 24 minutes to San Francisco. So I think it should be about accurate. If it's written on a rock, 24 minutos. I'm climbing a little bit. Nothing wakes you up more than crossing a sketchy bridge like that. It's 8 o'clock and I haven't had any coffee or breakfast, and I'll wait till I get to San Francisco and then I'll sit down and have something. I have a little bit more water, so I think I have enough for my, I hope I have enough for my coffee and breakfast. If not, it's an hour to get water from San Francisco. It's an hour. How's this bird view? Ooh. Waterfalls on the side, on the other side. Buena Vista right there. And then that's where the Jucumari comes in from. Glad I didn't do this last night. I would have had no idea where the trail is. Oof, I guess this is San Francisco. There's no way I would have been camping there. These guys scared the crap out of me. There are 2 horses, and this is what I saw first when I was coming through here. Can I come through? Are you guys wild? Are you wild horses? You not? Can I come through? I won't hurt you, I promise. You say no? Are you okay? Where are your peoples? Huh? Aw. There's 4. Hi. I don't want to get in the back of this guy. I don't trust a wild horse for sure. I think these guys are wild. I mean, there's nobody that lives here. There's 4 of them. Hi guys. How am I gonna get by you? How do I get by? I don't know. Like, this way, it's a cliff. I mean, I can't go too much off track. It's like when you see a grizzly on the trail, what do you do, right? But I mean, these are horses. They don't appear to be wild. They are by themselves, but they don't appear to be wild. I mean, can I get by you? Can I get by? Woo! It's slippery too. Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, hi. Oh. Oh. Scratch your nose? Aw. Aw, that was sweet. Thank you. You want to follow me? You want to follow me to San Francisco or to Choro Trek? Oh, the other guys are way far up ahead. If I was smart, I'd actually get on one and ride it. I guess I just joined the wild horse pack. Oh, okay, they're gonna stop. Yeah, they're gonna go in there, and I'm gonna carry on. Okay, thanks guys. Thank you. I can't believe that one let me pet her. Like, she came up to me. She nuzzled my camera. This place is amazing. It's like the Jungle Book. I'm gonna sit down and have some breakfast and my coffee now. It's 9 o'clock. So this place is called the Rio del Mono. And I think I see a cloud coming over the mountaintop. So that means rain's on its way here. So I better get my shoes back on. I took my socks off to wring them out. They were soaked. So I'll pack up, just make sure everything's ready, and I'll be ready for the rain. So many waterfalls, so many. I am at another one. The last one was just like 5 minutes before. Gigantic waterfall in the distance. It's 12 o'clock on the nose. I have reached, I think this is Bella Vista, I believe. There's a small little shack up there. There is a clay oven, but it's not in operation. It doesn't look like it has been for some time. I don't think there's anyone living here. The shacks aren't too bad disrepair, but there's like no one around. What does it say? Bella Vista camping. Oh, it's supposed to be, there's supposed to be food. I don't see anyone. I'll carry on. This is interesting. Someone's made their own little water collection system here. Please tell me this is not Sandalini. There's no one here. This would be a cute little spot to stay though. I think you're allowed. It says here is Bella Vista. Well, didn't the other one say Bella Vista? So there's a better looking oven up there. Maybe they've just moved Bella Vista. Maybe whoever had it here moved to this location because it's probably because of the water. But I still don't see anyone, so we'll carry on. Cool little butterfly right there. We've got to be getting close to a civilization. When I see these purple trees, I know there's people here. This is Super Vista here in, what did I say this was? This was Super Vista. It's a beautiful view here. Beautiful. And she's gonna make me an egg sandwich. All right, so I'm all fueled up. Thank you so much, Donna Lenore, for making that sandwich. She stopped what she was doing. She was working. She didn't have to make an egg sandwich for me, but she did, and it rocked. It was so delicious. Fresh bread, fresh tomatoes, fresh eggs. It was so delicious. It feels so good to be filled up again. My tank was running on empty, and I was like, my stomach was growling. I was getting hangry. It feels so good.
After 2 full days of solitude, I finally saw other hikers, a group on the Solitude Trek, and they had a magic phrase. We're heading back to La Paz. Want to ride? Yes, I do.
Wow, this view, it just doesn't get old. Oh, there's a tower over there, some kind of like a cellular tower, way over there in the distance. I'm impressed. 20 minutes left in the trail. This has been, whoa, jeez. This has been a great trek. I didn't fall today. Look at this. Oh, it's pointing the wrong direction. Okay, we'll turn the camera around. Look at this. Ooh, this is an orchid, like it's tall as me. And it's almost as big as my face too. Wow. Remember the tower that I said was way over there? Well, it's right there now.
And just like that, my solo trek ended in the best way possible, with a little kindness from strangers.
Para tomar fotos juntos.
Okay.
Okay. Juntos. Together. Yeah.
Salud!
Salud! Salud!
Solo trekking isn't about proving anything. It's about the moments, little victories, the unexpected challenges, the kindness along the way. Let me know in the comments the scariest thing you've ever done. This was mine. If you like this video, don't forget to boop that like button and subscribe for more adventures. And until next time, happy trekking.